Hello students, today we will discuss about that is the third chapter, that is manufacturing of basic chemicals. In our laboratory there are certain chemicals which are not directly used as that is a concentrated solutions, but they are useful for preparing certain diluted solutions for carrying out different experiments. From that, this ammonia, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, these are the some of the chemicals which are produced by chemical industry and which are used directly or indirectly, as well as fertilizers, or they are used as a intermediate for the preparation of different chemicals. In this chapter, we will discuss about the manufacturing of chemicals like ammonia, sulfuric acid and that is a nitric acid. These three chemicals, that is ammonia, it is having molecular formula NH3, then sulfuric acid H2SO4 and the third chemical, that is a nitric acid, that is a HNO3. First we will discuss about the manufacturing of ammonia. This ammonia, that is having molecular formula NH3. This ammonia, it is prepared by the process that is called as a Haber's process. And what is this process? This ammonia, it is prepared by the two reactants, that is N2, that is nitrogen, and there is a hydrogen source, that is 3 hydrogen, which gives, this reaction is reversible, it gives twice of ammonia. This is the first process, that is a Haber's process, and this process was again then modified by the, that is a Busch-Haber process, and that was the second step. And what is the difference between these two steps? This Busch-Haber process, that is Busch-Haber process, this is a modified process of Haber's process, and they are also using, that is nitrogen and hydrogen in the same, that is a proportion, that is 1 mole of nitrogen and 3 mole of hydrogen, it gives twice mole of ammonia. It is also, that is it is using 1 mole and 3 mole of hydrogen. But what is the difference between these two processes? In the Haber's process, that nitrogen which is used, it is directly used from the atmospheric nitrogen, that is used from the, that is the atmosphere. But in case of this Busch-Haber process, the nitrogen used, it is from the, that is a water gas and hydrogen gas. Means these two reactants, these are the raw materials which are obtained from the, that is a water gas, and we are going to discuss in detail about the Busch-Haber process. This is the actual process, that is reaction, it is a 1 mole of nitrogen plus 3 mole of hydrogen, it gives twice mole of ammonia. Next we are going to discuss about the, that is a flow sheet diagram, and which are the raw materials required for the preparation of this ammonia. This ammonia, it is prepared by the, that is we are requiring nitrogen source as well as hydrogen source. First we will discuss about the, that is a flow sheet diagram, and then we will see in detail about it. This is the actual flow sheet diagram for the manufacturing of ammonia by modified Busch-Haber process. What happens in this reaction or this synthesis of ammonia? First, that is air or coke, that these are the raw materials which are required for the preparation of nitrogen as well as hydrogen, because in the synthesis we are requiring 1 molecule of, that is nitrogen and 3 moles of hydrogen. These, that is a producer gas, that is a combination of carbon monoxide and nitrogen, which is obtained by the reaction of air and coke. These reactions we will see in detail after seeing this flow sheet diagram. And this second, that is a water gas. This water gas, it is prepared by the reaction of steam and coke. Steam, that is again water, and coke, that is a carbon. That mixture of air and coke, it produces, that is a producer gas, that is a source of nitrogen, And second, that is a steam and coke mixture, it produces the water gas, that is a source of hydrogen. And when these two reactant, that is nitrogen and hydrogen, reacts together, these two reactants when combines together, there is a formation of, that is a ammonia. And this reaction, it takes place in the oxidation tower. During this reaction, that oxidation tower, there is a steam is passed, and that reactant, these are again compressed at a pressure of 25 atmospheric pressure, which is then passed through scrubber. This need of scrubber, it is to remove the unwanted gases from this mixture, which will again then purified, that is through purifier. And here there is a, that is a reactant mixture, that is a nitrogen and 3 molecules of hydrogen. Means in this, there is a, through this oxidation tower to purifier process, that pressure as well as that addition of steam and scrubber, that is help to remove the, that is a different unwanted gases from the tower. And at this step, there is a formation of, that is a purified nitrogen and 3 molecules of hydrogen. Then this actual reaction takes place in this process. When this nitrogen and hydrogen, when it is compressed at a pressure of 200 to 300 atmosphere, which is again passed through oil filter, again to remove the different unwanted gases, then it converts that nitrogen and hydrogen into a ammonia, and that particular block, it is called as a ammonia converter. This formation of this ammonia, it is an exothermic process, that is large amount of heat is produced during this reaction, and hence there is a need of cooling, and that cooling is done with the help of water chiller. After that water chiller, there is a need of separator. This separator, which is then again passed through ammonia refrigerant, that is this ammonia refrigerant, through this gas, it is again passed through centrifugal recirculator, which is useful for, that is unconverted nitrogen and hydrogen, which is again converted into usable, that is nitrogen and H2. This reaction completely, that is cyclized to again form ammonia, and that ammonia refrigerant at a temperature of -55 degrees centigrade, there is a formation of liquid ammonia, which is then, that is storage in a storage tank, and then which is centrifugal recirculator, this unwanted nitrogen and H2, that is hydrogen, which is again passed through that compressor and again get converted into the, that is a useful ammonia. This is an actual flow sheet diagram for the synthesis of ammonia. And we are going to see in detail about the raw materials which are required for this synthesis.